Hi everyone. Right, do you remember when I said I'd bought this shoe from the car boot? Was it from the car boot? I can't remember when I bought it. I bought it. That's all I remember. And now I'm not sure if I've got enough water left. I'm just going to, a little bit of water, and just give it a little bit of a clean. Oh, like new, look at that. What I'm going to do is we're going to make a pin cushion from it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to decorate it or leave it as it is, because it is quite a nice shoe, isn't it? Pot one, China one actually. Yeah, fine china. So what I've got is a bit of material that I'm going to use to put the wadding in. And then I've got this that I might cover it with a doily. So let's just get on and sort it out. Now I've got this huge needle, only because I've bought these new needles, the long ones, because just lately I don't know what it is. I'm going to sew this. My fingers and everything just don't seem to want to work. They're not as nimble as they were. Now what I'm going to do, just to make it easier for myself, is just to dot around like that. It doesn't have to be perfect whatsoever. That's quite big enough for the neck of that. And I'm just going to stitch that. So start anywhere, it doesn't matter. Stitch that up. It's just a guide. If you're not quite comfortable doing a circle freehand, then just use, you know, turn a cup upside down or something, because these are only small. When I got these, I'm going to be doing those as well, into little pin cushions. I just couldn't see, you know, them going to waste. It wasn't a car boot sale, was it? I went with Julie at the weekend. We went to the miniature place in Doncaster. That's it. That's where it was from. And there was a little antique shop in the garden centre section. It's like a huge garden centre, and then there's the Doyle miniature place shop, and several other bits and pieces, and a cafe, and then there was a little second-hand stall in there. So we're just going to stitch this round and round. Hope you can see what I'm doing. I know a lot of people like things to be perfect, but you know, you don't need them perfect at all. I'm just going to pull that section out and you'll see why in a minute. Now this isn't very strong thread, so it may break, and if that does, then we'll have to stitch it with the darker thread. Now this is the problem. That's it. So we'll just leave that like that. If it breaks, it doesn't matter, we can use a different thread and just do it again. So I've got like a little bonnet type thing, and then all I'm going to do with this is to stuff some wadding. Now, but I don't want it too packed. That's the thing. And I'm not sure if this cotton is going to work. And then all we do is basically chop off them ends, just like the corner bits. Watch the thread, because this bit is going to be glued in. You're not actually going to see this bit. Okay, and then what we do is we pop that in and kind of pull it tightish. We'll thread the needle back through and then wrap it round a few times. If I do it like that, grab hold of that and then wrap that round quite a bit. And then we just stitch that back in. Like that. Oops, be careful. A needle this size, you'll end up poking yourself. And then I can just chop that off. But that now has to, you know, when it's done, will sit in there. So now I was going to cover it with that, but I think that's going to be it's too thick. So I might just do that. Like that. Just pull that in and glue that in. And I think I'm going to do that. So all I'm going to do is pop some glue on one side and fasten that over. Doesn't matter about them bits, they're not going to, you can poke all them back in. That's why it's just so quick and easy to do these sort of things. And then I'm going to glue that and pull that over to the centre. Don't worry about these corner bits yet. Push that right in, pull that over. Like that. And that leaves you with the corner bits. And we just glue those. Pull them into the centre. These are just really quick and easy projects to do. Open that up. Yeah, that's fine. And then pull that one over. Like that. Now I'm just going to push that down and make sure that sits in there. And what I'm going to use is just a knitting needle, just to poke that in, poke that down into the shoe. So you just want something like that. Poke that in. Poke that in again. Just do it till you get it even. So there, like that. Now I could have glued that in first, but then you wouldn't be able to poke it in. So what I'm now going to do is to glue the edge of this, which will attach itself like that. Just let that set a little bit and poke that in. You push on that now. That will adhere itself to the boot. And then what I'm going to do is to find some material. Lace. And I've got some really, I've just made that, look, isn't that pretty? I've got some small lace. Oh, I forgot I made that earlier. Isn't that gorgeous? Thin lace that I'm going to use to go around that edging. I love this lace. Beautiful. So let's find the beginning of it, which I know there is one somewhere. Okie dokie. Just going to cut a piece off. Straighten that up. Start at the back, which is what I do. And I'm going to glue it on again. And I'm going to glue the shape of the boots. So, like that. Let's glue down. And then, of course, the boot section comes up again. the neck of the boot. And then we'll come back down again. So just you're following the contour of the top of the boot basically. Like that. I actually started clearing off my units tonight because I'm reorganising this room properly. I'm going to get my table back in the middle in the middle of the room, so I can then put the camera stand up and I can start filming properly again. I'm going to get back into doing the tutorials. I have so many videos to do, tutorials for you. And I just want to get on with them. I don't want to be lingering about. I haven't done tutorials properly for the past couple of weeks. And it's... sorry, past couple of months, I should say. Let's pull that out a bit. And it's quite upset me that I've not been around for you all to continue with them. So... And I've missed doing my tutorials. I have so much that I can share. Like that. And then what I'm going to do is just take that back up to the top and just over the top of the back section. And snip that. And pull that back round. And then just to seal it is just a little dab of glue on the back, like that. So anything that's clung down too much can easily pull away. See, some of it like caught it wrong, but there you go. It's stuck quite tight. So you've got that section of the boot now. That's fab, really. Now, do I want to do anything else with it? Let me see. I might do. I might not. My fingers are glued up to the eyeballs. Now I think that will spoil it. Let me just see. I kind of like a skirt piece on it around the ankle section just to be different, and then I might put a button on the front. So let me see. How about there, and then put a button on the front. I like that, so yeah. Fifi's going to do it because she likes to. Okie dokie, so all I'm going to do, I hope you can see this, I'm just going to put a little dab of glue at the front and leave enough for the back. Okay. Like that. I just think it looks pretty nice with that on. Let's get that lined up properly. Yeah, kind of like that. Cut that a little bit too long, but never mind. So I'm just going to wrap that around the back. Like that, and bring the back section on the right hand side to the back here. And then snip that off. But you know, this is just trying something different. I didn't want to just leave it. I do like to be a little bit different. Well, I am. Yeah. Maybe could have gathered that one a little bit more. But yeah, I like that. That's quite cute. So we've got that as the boot. And for the front, let's find a little bit of bling. Oh. Let's have a look. What have we got? Do we want a diamond? Do we want a button? Let's have a look. Ooh. Me likey, me likey. What about that one? You see, I'm never sure what to put on the front. No. Wrong colour. No. Do they look? Nope. It's got to be something really pretty and vintage. Oh, too big. I like that actually. But I'm not sure. Too big. It doesn't want something too big. What about that? No. Ah, here's a smaller one. What about that one? Wrong colour. Small enough, but wrong colour. What about if we put a flower on the front? Yes, see? Didn't need the bling. Ah, I caught the wrong bit of my finger. So I'm just going to pop that on the front there. And I think we can... Let's have a look. The pearl's too big. Do we need a bit of diamante? Don't know. Smaller pearl. The pearl's too big on that, so I need to find a smaller pearl. And here, presto, I have one. That's a smaller piece. Yeah, I think we'll do that. But you see how this has gone up and down like that? I'm going to have to do it with the pearl as well. So starting at the back, just get that sat right. I'm just going to get another excuse me, glue stick. So that'll have to, oopsie daisy, come on glue stick. Right. Come down to the point. Like that. And then it'll wrap around that point there. See, like that. The best thing with these sort of things is to take your time. There's a high point at the front. Like that. I think that will do. Like that. So now we've got the pearly bit round as well. And I think we can also put a little bit of pearl round there. So even though it's a you know, a pot shoe, it doesn't mean to say you can't decorate that as well. Like that. And I think we need one more little flower. Or do we? You see, it's gone from what it was to that. And I like that better. Better than what it was. Let's just have a look. I'm not too sure. I might take the flower off the front yet and change it. Because it's got pink in it, it's pink and cream. I've got like these little blossoms. I'm wondering, I actually prefer that. Just on the front there. And I'm going to take that one off. And find another little blossom to sit on there. Let me check. Yeah. Now what's happened with that flower is I've cut the blossom and the blossoms come apart, but that is not a problem. Because then we just glue that all back in like that. And you know what, I'm going to take the middle of that out as well and redo that one. Like that, because, and don't waste them because they come in handy for other things. I've got some pearls that I'm going to use. I'm going to find my little pearl jar. Well, it's not that little. There we go. Yes, that's right. Oops, a daisy. Oh, stuck up with glue. I'm just going to pop that in the centre. And do the same. Because you can mix pink and cream together. I love pink and cream together. I really do. There you go. And I just love that. In fact, what I should have done was use this, put pink there. But now we test it. Does it work? Well, of course it does. And there you go. A nice, cute pincushion made from a pop boot. Isn't that pretty? Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.